So I'm taking a break from my regular upload schedule to talk about this massive bug/exploit that needs to be fixed as soon as possible. So I'm making this video to hopefully make more people aware of this issue. And I'm just going to say this, I found this on Reddit, and all of the links will be down in the description, the relevant ones at least. So just check out the links, watch the video, tell me what you think, and share the word so this can be fixed. Now this has to do with Combustion and fire mages, and basically you can stack up to 100% permanent critical rate just by having some RNG and by utilizing spell batching. So what happens in this video is this person zones into the stockades, then pulls a ton of mobs, uses Blast Wave, and by using some clever timing and the spell batching mechanics, you can zone out of the dungeon with the stacks that you have of Combustion, and you will still have them when you leave, and they will stay on your character until you die. You can also respec with these stacks active, so you can go into Pyro spec and just use that and have fun with it. Now I'm just going to say this once again, it's a bug/exploit. People using this might end up getting banned. I would not suggest you use this or do this or try this yourself. But that being said, I'm making this video to make people aware of this issue and to hopefully get it fixed a bit faster. Now I want this to be fixed as soon as possible. It can be game breaking. People can one-shot people anywhere. It can be massive for world PvP, battlegrounds, anything really, ranking as well, raiding, all of that stuff. Now what happens here is that this person goes into the stockades, right, pulls a ton of mobs, uses Blast Wave, and then leaves the dungeon and keeps the buff. Now the timing window is very small. You can see in the video the Combustion debuff actually falls off before the new stacks come up. You have about half a second to exit the instance after that. And this was working earlier today, and as of 2 hours before uploading this video, it was also working, so I'm hoping they have either fixed it, or they are working on fixing it. So let's just hope they fix this. There was already kind of a strange behavior with Combustion in general, because if you land your third crit with a fire spell like Fireball before the buff fell off, if you Fire Blast in that 0.5 second time span, Fire Blast will always crit as well, or will at least benefit from the stacks of Combustion, not sure about that one. It appears the way Blizzard wrote the code to decrement Combustion on crit and increment the count on spell hit/crit is the problem, and if you cast a single spell and it crits, then Combustion is first decremented from 3 to 2. Then another function increases the count from 1 to 2, and these appear to be two distinct functions. Where Blizzard screwed up is on the third crit. They should exit whatever control function is tracking Combustion immediately and not call the function to track the count. Instead they allow the third crit to happen, Combustion drops, but then the second function to increase the count is called. This reapplies Combustion to increase the count before removing it. The bug is to snapshot this reapplication by zoning out, essentially bypassing any control loop meant to track Combustion. Blast Wave is already making shitty programming even worse, and if you Blast Wave enough mobs, the criticals are all counted first. If you get 3 or more Combustion is removed, but then the second function is called to increase the count. So the buff is reapplied and the count incremented by the number of mobs hit before being removed again. And if you manage to zone out when that buff is reapplied, then you can bypass the control loop for tracking Combustion. And that's pretty much how this works, like reverse engineering. And thank you to Holiday Complaint on Reddit for that reverse engineering. So basically the TLDR here is that if you are a mage, you can just spec into Combustion, go into anywhere where you can zone in and zone out and pull a ton of mobs. You pull a ton of mobs, then you use Blast Wave, and if you time this perfectly, like you have half a second to react, you can just test this out yourself. The timing window is once again very small, but if you can time it perfectly, you can jump out and keep your Combustion stacks. Now every single stack increases your critical chance by 10%, so if you get lucky and get 10 stacks, and you manage to zone out with those 10 stacks, then you pretty much have a permanent 100% crit chance on any fire spells, and this Combustion stack will last through respecking, so you can just go to your trainer, and you can pick up Arcane and Fire, and use Presence of Mind and Pyroblast, and you can one-shot anything you want. Now this is insanely broken, I hope it gets fixed as soon as possible. I'm really just making this video to make you all aware of this happening. Help me spread the word, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.